first map, even though we had those overtimes and all that. But moving into Nuke, I don't know. I'm not really sure what to expect, but I do feel like iDisbalance still, he is an integral part to the success of Team Spirit and one of the big edges that they have to move forwards in this matchup. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he can bring to bear in this one with the AWP, and he will be on the T side as will his teammates on Team Spirit.
Knife round, Dan.
Oh, right, of course. So well, maybe they'll be on the team side if they lose this one. I really am curious about this, about Nuke, because a lot of teams are starting to pick this map up. It's becoming more and more prevalent that we see Nuke.
Yep. So
it's really interesting.
Looking at the statistics, they are both 33% on Nuke in the last 3 months.
Ooh,
I mean, it's just wide open. It is another coin flip. Inferno, they were both 50%. Going to Mirage, paiN have played Mirage twice in 3 months.
Oh,
and Spirit are about 67%. So
you said twice. Once was yesterday as well.
Yeah, so it seems that paiN have got map pool problems, and that's fine, because obviously that's just where they are at the moment with their team and their building, right? They're moving up the ladder slowly but surely. But so all advantage is Team Spirit. But considering those map pool problems, we're in a situation where this could be an utter coin flip, and which is not what Team Spirit want, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be a difficult one as a new team. And I feel like there's quite a bit of experience on Team Spirit. You know, Coldy, Thoughtvic, some of the young and Chopper. Obviously, iDisbalance is a somewhat newer addition. And he's been a good one. I think there's a lot to be said for Team Spirit. I would have liked to have seen them on Train, actually. I reckon they would have a solid Train. I'm sure that is still a distinct possibility for this tournament. But here we go. The push onto the ramp here from the paiN team, as Chopper is going to be taking some headshots his way. Able to fall back very calmly despite the traffic into that position. And looks like paiN are still able to get some damage done, though. They have taken down 2 players. They found their way up towards heaven as well. Very exposed position, but Young can't connect the shots, but Coldy can.
I think this is a really big opportunity for paiN Gaming to get an upset victory.
Oh my days.
Well, that's an upset loss. I don't think I have ever, Dan, I don't think I have ever seen a pistol round won by a player cratering. In 5 years, I don't think I've ever seen that. And in those 5 years, we've done a lot of Counter-Strike. That's a first for me, I'm pretty sure.
On this planet.
Not a good start to Nuke.
Ooh, we got the auto shotgun, though. I cannot wait. Oh, the HE has done some colossal damage, softening them up for Thoughtvic to finish them with that MP9. It's not looking as easy as you'd expect. The shotgun rolls in, though.
$900, baby!
Bish, bash! Where's the Bosch? Give me the Bosch. Give me the Bosch! There we go. 4K with the shoddy James. That is money.
$6,300.
Money in the bank.
That's $3,600 he just made. God damn.
What would you do with $3,600?
It's not enough. I need more money, Dan. All right, 5 AKs are out for paiN Gaming. Do they have a fast execute? Do they have an execute on a T-side of Nuke? These are all questions that they need to answer for us. Team Spirit gliding into the A-bomb side. They've got their grenades ready. 33%. Both these teams, the same success rate on Nuke. Could you please stop that?
I'm sorry, I just hit my mic.
With your face or something?
My hand fisted it. I apologize.
All right, then. Again, I do think this is a big opportunity for paiN to get an upset victory. They've passed the more difficult tests. Winning their own map was difficult. Took multiple overtimes. Like this, nothing but question marks. It's like a Mario level. Two players creeping towards Secret for paiN. There is plenty of time on the clock for them. Got some presents being shown from Landin. He's got the bomb in the lobby area. So what is it, with 2 players towards Secret and a bomb in the lobby? Ah, they're going to pressure the ramp, and Sotfik's going to have to fall back. He's only got an MP9. He can't take those fights. That makes no sense. PKL's been taken down towards the Secret area, but Tatterson is still there, and there's Sotfik falling back.
Yeah, I just found it's going down as well towards the held position. Sotfik the close range with that MP9. He's going to guess which side they're coming. Ooh, he's guessed wrong though. He could have had a chance if he guessed correctly, but with no damage done, it's not really much chance for somebody on the shotgun. But he's got a shotty. He wants to make more money, but he will be taken out, and the shotgun will be lost, but it will be remembered. Yeah,
I don't think we can. The ramp play was the right play for paiN, considering there was an MP9 out, so that all worked well. I'm waiting for Team Spirit to have a full buy to really get an idea. Well, both teams have a real full buy to get an idea of what we can expect in this particular half from the teams. It's not so clear just yet. But paiN Gaming surviving with 4 players is a good start with these AKs. And it's an awkward spot in terms of money for Team Spirit. Coldie's got 37.50. Chopper can drop a gun for him, though. So maybe it won't be so awkward for Team Spirit. They may have the cash to get the mollies. $600 versus the $400 on the other side. So let's see, 5 AK-47s again for paiN. Maybe they pick up an opportunity AWP. Disbalance on that AWP. Can he have the same impact he had on Mirage? Surely it's going to be harder on Nuke.
Surely. You would absolutely expect that to be the case, but sometimes you find specialists, Nuke specialists, with the AWP. It's maybe he's been watching some paiN demos. And I feel like it's been a while since I passed the paiN game. It makes me sad, James. It makes me very sad indeed. However, I'll move onwards. I just balance looking up at the silo. Will he go for a deeper peek? That's the question. A flashbang out from a teammate could be really useful in this position, but that is fast. He is really quick, James. He's got great reactions. He must be visualizing.
Smokes are out, but all too late. Obscuring vision. But the sniper's already in the secret area, so what do you do now? Normally you want to use the smokes to avoid the sniper. Indeed, they're like, okay, well, this balance is in the secret position. Let's play avoid disbalance. Sotfik with only 1 kill, but he does have information. There's still time for paiN to make different plays. They'll molly because they're afraid of disbalance, and who wouldn't be at this point? Some Die Young at the back of the site trying to buy time for the rotation. I don't know if anybody can help him at this point. Coldie will go 1 for 1. Som Dang looking for the second one, won't find it though. And with 36 seconds on the clock, Bigger0 will be the last man to fall. Only 2 players surviving for Team Spirit, something that paiN could capitalize on in this round because they've got reasonable money on at least 3 players.
It's, yeah, pretty costly. It's actually interesting because
wow, look at those odds for Team Spirit.
God damn.
That's crazy. They're so high. Why? Is that a mistake? That's got to be a mistake.
You're trying to say there's money to be made. Well, the thing is that look at it this way as well. I was just about to make the point that paiN is, newer team, less experience on Nuke, and also it's not necessarily in their wheelhouse, and they're starting off on the T side, and they're going to go for a push here down. I think through the flames into the vents. So there is that. Look,
those odds are crazy. Why are they 4.68? They're 2 rounds up in the last map. What's going on? That's a money-making situation.
No, paiN. Wait, did I read the odds wrong? I thought Team Spirit is heavily favoured.
I thought I saw Team Spirit.
Team Spirit had 1.
I need to see those odds again. But okay, even, I mean, it's the last map. It's the last map. We're 4 rounds in. Those are bananas odds. They're both 33%. Someone's made a terrible accounting mistake. Okay, sell the house.
No, but seriously, paiN on that T side, it is difficult to weather. That said, we have to see how tight Team Spirit are with their CT defense. So far, the trading game worked out kind of well in that last round. I feel like if paiN had a similar situation to that last round, there's going to be lots of spots where we win that off the trades. This time they will find their way down, and the vent play will be activated, taking down Coldie. And look at this, they've got lower bomb site control almost.
Yeah, and Fastin is still lurking on the smokes upstairs. We're looking for a rotation, looking to flank, but Disbalance is a problem. We've got some pre-fire, but how many times do you want to give Disbalance a shot? He may have told you not to do this on the previous map. tatters in now, forced away with the Molotov. The CTs have position. Now where do paiN go? They seem to have good position. They cut off a rotation with the first pick, and they somehow made it into the A bomb site. They've got a man advantage. Do they boost and try and get somebody up to that heaven position from the hut area? They may not feel like they've got time, but what do Team Spirit do in this situation? They're a man down at the moment. They don't have high ground advantage. Sotfit goes down for free, and that's a free weapon for Fastin as well. So I do believe that this round is over.
Oh dear. So that's kind of what I was talking about. Like, how tight are they? They're as a nuke defense. Some teams are really good at tightening up. I think I like that word a lot for this map because it's all about CT rotations and just you can give up space, it's completely fine, but you just adjust the positions. As long as you slow the Ts down so they can't out-rotate you onto the bomb sites and you can always kind of get ahead of them, then it's okay. One of the things that was changed on this map to make it a bit harder for the CTs, to make that a little less strong, is how they adjusted the vents so that you can't just jump out the vents. You have to run around the side. As you drop down to the lower bomb site, it's not as easy to get to the up and down. So that's shotgun comes out again for Some Die Young, and they have to control this situation, James. Oh, close.
Here we go. paiN have been looking for this execute. I feel like in the last 2 rounds, but the Molotovs deterred them. No mollies this time, so they will charge into the A bomb site. Third time is a charm. I don't know how obvious it was about their previous attempts to do this as well. They would HE the squeaky door, but again, the mollies are the mollies, so they would just hold the angle towards main. Now they have success, and that is the round over. Just like that. This
round was over in 20 seconds. At 1:35, there were Team Spirit, the 3 players remaining that were already running to CT spawn.
Yeah, solid stuff, and that's why Team Spirit needs to buy Molotovs before buying weapons.
Yeah, if you can't hold up a bomb site rush, this is kind of ridiculous actually, because okay, you're paiN Gaming. You just discovered. You come upon this wondrous discovery. Hang on, they can't defend upper rushes at all. Let's try that again. Yeah, okay, yep, it works. Let's keep doing that.
If they can read when Team Spirit are unlikely to have mollies because the money's tight, then that might work every time. But you got to have a real keen eye on the economy, which is maybe more difficult. Okay, see, instantly we've got more reasonable odds now, but they're heavily favoring paiN, which is interesting. But I'm telling you, man, those odds were bananas. I would have put 200 quid on that. Worth a punt. Anyway, the odds have come and gone. Maybe they will continue to change in running odds from GG.bet. Team Spirit need Molotovs on the A bomb site. I think they've learned that at this point. The unpause has come through, and we will continue now. It will be an interesting scenario in a round such as this, where they don't really have a whole lot. If they could afford mollies to stop an A rush and had this balance, just trying to kill everybody with the AWP, I feel like some rounds it's going to work. Just the style of sniper he is.
Yeah, he's not getting many spots so far to really activate. And rush upper again, yep, absolutely. And yep, the round's over, James. It's over again. They record time, 1:37, yeah. And they routed the CTs.
If it's not broken, don't fix it. If Team Spirit don't have the mollies, they can't really do anything about it. Especially when they don't all have rifles. But these are lessons that Team Spirit are learning still relatively early in their CT half, so they have time, Team Spirit, to adjust to this once they are able to buy once again, which might be the next round. But I like the plays from paiN Gaming. They understand where their strengths are as well. So even though they are, I think they're one of the perennial underdogs in this tournament, they understand how to concentrate their efforts in the right way. Ooh. There we go. All works out. They haven't really, they've lost like $1,000 basically, if you think about it.
Rip. Goodbye.
Oh no.
Goodbye.
Almost the last tick. That's brutal.
Oh dear. Yeah, it's not going so well. They've got a bunch of mollies this time, so perhaps they can stop that upper rush. Can they stop the rots, or do they have to cut away the limb, James? Don't know what that means in this analogy.
No, I don't know what it means in that analogy, but that is a nasty picture anyway. It's a nasty visualization. You got me, Dan. Finally, I'm grossed out. I was watching a video about how amputations worked in like the Victorian ages, no anesthetic and so on. But it was done with cartoons, and it didn't really depict like amputated limbs apart from the thumbnail. But even that wasn't enough.
I just listened to a podcast about that as well.
Amputations?
Yeah.
You listened to a podcast about amputations?
Yeah, in the Victorian and pre-Victorian times.
Too much time on your hands there. Even though we are basically doing the same thing. Bigger Zero has been taken out towards the squeaky door, and now there's a smoke down. paiN looking to creep towards Secret, maybe fearing disbalance, but he doesn't have the AWP right now.
All right. Time is ticking, and Taliesin can't find anything outside. Finally, Team Spirit have an advantage. It feels like they've been getting dominated. paiN have slowed down the pace. They haven't thrown out that upper rush. And look at how much utility is just gone from Team Spirit. They've got 3 flashbangs left. I'm sure they were panic tossing all their nades in to defend against a potential fast timing upper. So that's like a powerful amount of like fear that they have, that paiN have invoked on their opponents. Like
this is, they've just picked up the bomb basically from T-Sport. 30 seconds on the clock.
Wow.
That is a very important frag from Landin. There's so little time to move through the choke points. Landin's position is obviously very, very critical. There's 20 seconds now. I would love to see a bomb plant being attempted. They don't have possession of the A site. There are CTs all over the place, and they're going to get almost completely wiped out. Why have they left it so late on Nuke? Those are not easy choke points to breach, even with an AWP in. I mean, how the AWPs in Palace in Heaven, and they don't have any other choke point is a bizarre situation, but it did need to hold on for so long. Dan's pointing at me with this player on the screen. He's darker than me.
Will we get an upper rush? There's an AWP in play on Landin, so I think that is unlikely, but... And again, that level of fear can still work. Oh, Willow. That was... I swear, in my mind's eye, I saw Landin just hitting that flick. Is he going to go in front of the smoke? Of course he will. Now I'm just waiting for the opportunity. He's quite close to the wall here. If there was an AWP on the other side, I think it could be kind of a difficult 1v1, but you know what? PKL's picked himself up a frag. He's already down lower. This is going to send the CTs into chaos.
Again, PKL's position. He had another teammate here in a different round where he dropped down the ladder, and that exact same thing happened, but I think Spirit still won that round. 3 versus 5. We might be asking too much of them on this occasion. paiN looked to take the lead. No answer to any of these frags. I don't know how PKL got so quickly down into that secret position on this round. But again, the win rate is so low on this map for both these teams. I honestly have no idea who... Well, obviously on paper there is no advantage. But I feel like I look at Team Spirit when I consider that, because we would consider them to be playing a high level of Counter-Strike on a more regular basis in terms of their opponents and so on, where they are in the world of Counter-Strike. But paiN could really get what would be an upset in this situation. I'm interested. I'm invested. I'm intrigued.
It is looking likely at this point. They are finding so much success. It's always really awesome as well when you're on that T side, and early on you kind of find a round which feels difficult, like very difficult for the CTs to deal with. And it's a round that you can just go back to every so often, and you kind of invoke all that fear, and they all perhaps dump too much utility in anticipation of it in rounds where you don't run it. And all of a sudden, you're just sort of playing with advantage, generally speaking, on the T side. And 4 players outside here for the CT side with their pistols, save for them. And they will meet many AKs. Many AKs. Dink, dink. Chopper takes down 2. And an AK to be collected.
Yeah, and Sophic might be able to get another one with the smokes down on the outside position. 2 versus 3. There is a round to be won here. Chopper having a look towards the entrance to lobby, but falling back. Now, I do believe that Team Spirit can buy in the next round regardless, so it could be giving up a round. How much do you want to hold on to these AK-47s? It seems they really want to hold on to them, so they won't take the gamble. And this round will go to paiN. It's such a unique situation. I think the third map of this series, I feel like we're so in the dark, and it's not a situation we're used to seeing, especially with the perceived skill disparity. Doesn't seem to really have a factor when it comes down to the map. The results are just so poor for both that, I don't know, man. Variance. Sotric taken out, leaving Chopper alone with his AK-47. And of course, the chances of them winning that round were low, but in the 2 versus 3, it's not the biggest numbers. And for my money, maybe there is a gamble to be taken there. However, with a save, there are more grenades to be collected. And in fact, Sotric saved it, the only person to survive that last round. Okay, he was the only person with a kit, but there are 2 late buys of a kit. But he's only one of 2 people with a full buy, and Coldie's got a UMP. A full buy in terms of full grenades, that's what I meant. Anyway, paiN fast into the A bomb site once again. Sumdayung taken down early.
And it's looking like this upper rush is just a consistent answer here for paiN whenever they are in doubt as to what to do. It just seems like this is unstoppable. This is a huge problem. Imagine how much it's going to get into your heads, James, when you're in this position, you're playing that CT side, and there's this one round that they run, you just can't do anything. You just actually can't do anything. This has been like 3 or 4, I think 4 rounds that they've just been absolutely routed from the upper bomb site.
Yeah, maybe this is where you start to think about that 180 kill on Chopper on Inferno. And should you be here? Obviously, both these teams seem to have map pool issues, but Team Spirit definitely had a 2-0 slip out of their hands. Maybe that nightmare starts to creep in as they get wrecked round after round after round. paiN have so much money. They're more invested in the push this time to try and take these players away. The Molly hasn't gone deep enough. There are counter flashes, it seems. And this balance will survive, it looks like. I think there's a tag through the wall there, but doesn't really matter. What they need is rounds, Team Spirit. They are getting run over like Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
That was like a scene from Left 4 Dead's, defending against the Horde.
Yeah.
Throwing out the mollies. I missed. Where's Left 4 Dead 3? Why don't they do any 3s?
I don't know if there's space in this rise of FPS
there is, James.
Situation we're in.
I would play.
Can't spread too thin. All right, well, Dan will play. Make the game, boys. Now we've got some action towards the ramp. Chopper just bouncing, trying to keep an eye on things, but he's going to be forced to fall back.
Oh, hello, it's a bomb.
Okay, he still has to fall back, though. He can't hold it. It's some information, but there's so much time on the clock. Disbalance with some pot shots through the wall, but he's got to fall back as well.
It's a much better start, and they've taken away ramp. You don't have to commit behind this. They will, though, and the CTs will have to reposition quickly now as the pressure mounts towards that lower bomb site. Oh, hello. Okay, well, that's fast and completely exposed. 3 players left now, 2. Chopper below the walkway, and this is awkward. So awkward here for paiN. Biggest Zero and PKL left to try to save this. 2 versus 4. The bomb's down. Maybe there's a chance. We're going to hit some stunning shots, though, with these AKs. Smokes in, and PKL takes the fight to the CTs, but the 1 versus 3 now for Biggest Zero. He tries to find... Oh, they actually have no idea is that this could be the play.
He could get 2. Oh, just so many angles to look at. Doesn't know if one player is going to pop out of the smoke first, if the guy's going to come from control. And that is a much-needed round for Team Spirit. The damage was important for paiN as well. 3 players survived for Team Spirit. So much needed for them. Really desperate situation, it looks like. Team Spirit, I think they will be relieved to see the end of this half. 5 rounds on the board. Can they get a 6th? Do paiN go for Old Faithful towards the A-bomb site? Thanks to that round when we see 5 Molotovs or incendiaries on Team Spirit, so they should be able to control A early. Will we see smokes from paiN? I wouldn't be surprised if paiN goes straight towards A. However, they've got the AWP, and maybe that slows them down. Indeed, it won't be a fast play in towards the A-bomb site, but it will be the usual grenades. Or maybe it will be. Okay, PKL trying to make his way down low, but he will get absolutely annihilated by the full buy of Team Spirit, and that's where the grenades come in handy. Yeah,
they learn... Team Spirit have learned their lesson. But is it too late? paiN 7 rounds already on this T side. And they'll slow things down. And, you can wait for the CTs to dump more utility. They need to pressure a little bit, though, just to see if they can bait out some. It would be nice to see those, those hot mollies from the T roof. Those are always awesome to see. It's actually really cool. It was, oh my god, I'm blanking on their name. Was it a Vanguard? Who were playing No, it wasn't the Vanguard. It was Furia, sorry. Furia on Nuke are really something to behold. They've got some great setups where they molly the hut roof and then they spray through the corner of the hut where the TTs will stand next to the boxes.
Oh, yeah, they got so much mileage out of that.
Yeah, nothing was getting bodied by it. And here you go. Just moving in towards that ramp position, trying to trade out. They are doing a great job. Oh, I disbalanced, just not making it there in time. And this is looking much more favorable. Sunday Young, he's got a lot of work to do. He's got the AK-47. It's good for one. Where's the trade at? Turning around, they just get legs for days. Okay, down to Bigazera against 3. This is going to be very difficult indeed. They know where he is as well. Has to go for the fight. Snaps the head of Sunday Young. 1 more to go. The AWP player is very weak. He's on for this one now. 19 HP against 15. 1 bullet is all that it takes against the AWP. He has no idea that he's up at the control room already. Coley up on the walkway, but he will get it as he drops down. Bigazera with the clutch. 4K for him. That's huge. 8 rounds now on the T side of Nuke, James. That is astronomical. And look how the odds have switched.
Yeah, look at the swing. Team Spirit with 4.68. Another 2.33. Oh no, it was paiN. Okay, yeah. Because I'm thinking.
I was going to correct you earlier.
Because I'm looking at the HUDs. I'm looking at the HUDs. Team Spirit on the left, but they're on the right of the betting thing. So that's why I was just staring at the numbers. Anyway, paiN, 8 rounds. They're in such a good position. This has to just fill them with confidence on the last map as well. Momentum, firmly with their foot on the pedal. PKL, once again, very fast into Secret. Look, they're just getting wild now. I feel like this is the most confident paiN we've seen, and this is probably one of their worst maps in terms of statistics. But here we are.
Yeah, I feel like they've really done a lot on the fly so far, but because again they found the success with upper, it was just such a destabilizing round for Team Spirit to just every so often just get completely wrecked on the upper bomb site and not have a chance to hold. And off the back of that, you know, paiN's T side has been really effective.
It's a perfect storm.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a good way to describe it. Young will be caught out, more and more risks taken as they get into a worse and worse position. Ultimately, inevitably, they are doomed in this round, Team Spirit. 9-5. Oh dear. Now, it's Counter-Strike, and I can't count the amount of times that I have seen what looks like a crazy result brewing, and then you switch halves, and then you just see the same thing from the other team. That's
no, Dan. No, Dan. It looks like Team Spirit are going to be spirited away.
Shout-outs to Studio Ghibli. It's an excellent film, as are they all, pretty much. There's many that they produce. I forget the guy who wrote it, what his name is, but...
Ron Boblington. No?
Something like that.
The shotgun. Is that the solution in the last round of the first half? Sumdayung looking for some close engagement. Still need a number of them. 3 SMGs on a shotgun. It's a pots and pans buy. It's a jumble cell, car boot cell, whatever you prefer. They don't even have really... You know, maybe have to sell some livestock to buy this crap. But will it work for them? It's all about the W's, and there haven't been many of them for Team Spirit. paiN have been sailing, enjoying the calm seas. What is that saying? A calm seas a good sailor does not make, or something like that. I'm sure Yanko knows it.
Yeah.
That is such a weird situation. He completely messed up the smoke grenade and still got a kill out of it.
You can see the smile on his face. He was IRL LOLing.
LOL, IRL.
SDY with the shoddy.
ABC.
He's looking for the BBQ.
PKL. PKL's been trespassing all over the shop. He's been so quickly into the secret position, he's really caused them problems. I don't know how he's got into that spot without being spotted, but again, it tells you of the shortcomings for Team Spirit on this, on this map.
Come on, man. What is this?
I'm just not expecting to see that. I'm just not expecting to see that.
Yeah.
All the catch-up as well. 10 rounds for paiN. Again, I really do think it's a case of perfect storm. The statistics are equally bad on Nuke for both sides. paiN broke the money early. They abused the fact that they went Molotovs towards the A-bomb site and just ran in there time and time again. It's the home invasion in multiple rounds, and it's put them in a fantastic spot to close things out. But now it's their turn to defend. I really think that Spirit have to win this pistol.
Oh, yeah. They're in so much trouble. Because Nuke is one of those maps where, like, even if you're not really well studied on the map, it's actually the T side that really gets you, because the CT side is more favorable, it's a bit easy to play. These days, again, it is a bit harder than it used to be, but because of some of the changes. But ultimately, very good look for paiN. No way around that. We shall see how they choose to capitalize. But as I said, previously, maybe, James, just maybe, Team Spirit can do exactly what paiN just did. And we don't know what to expect, what kind of rounds that Team Spirit might have that could cause paiN trouble. So they could have something up their sleeves. Their many sleeves.
I don't know, man. Bigger has a HE, which has been deployed somewhere to no avail. Patterson, how long does he stay in for? He's baiting at the crossfire. Doesn't quite work out, though. Team Spirit are determined to fight their way back into Nuke. So far, so good. 5 versus 2. Bigger and PKL does not look likely at this point, it's fair to say. Is there a flank from Bigger? I believe there is, but there's just so many TE players. Multi-frag situation. No way, PKL! How's he done that? How has he done that? 3 versus 1 on a pistol round.
Yeah, that was amazing. The only way back into the round was for him to get those 3 kills. And Sotfik is ready and waiting. PKL has to ace this one now to truly make it a victory. You ask so much of him. Can he do it? 1 versus 2. Surely much more likely than the 1 versus 3 he just did. But Sotfik will annihilate him, and that will be the round for Team Spirits. They picked out the pistol, but surely the Force should be in. It's a good map for a Force buy.
What a tight situation. They're all jumping as well to avoid being headshot, but it's hard to headshot when you're jumping, so decisions to be made. Super Mario Brothers in the control area. But Team Spirit, God, I would love to have a heart rate monitor for a round such as that. That's absolutely crazy. I reckon that took 2 years off the lives of Team Spirit. That situation, just 3 players moving towards the secret position. There aren't too many dangerous pistols here. No, I would love to see like a CZ stack in secret one day or something crazy like that on Nuke. Just like you see on overpass in the connector position. We don't really see that around secret. I would like to see that in the future from somebody. So that is a deagle taken away. We've got 2 USPs to be eliminated. Now it is just the 1. And there we go. Eco come, Eco gone. On to the next one.
So we'll have to see if they can convert against the buy. Obviously, paiN not going to have the maximum utility, and maybe Spirit, if they've learned anything from what paiN were doing, could be a good spot to go for an upper rush, James. There's no incendiaries to stop them from getting into the vents either, so fast play could be useful there. The MAC-10's out in Someday Young as well, which can be great in some of those close positions through ramp. Be that guy who is first in, jumping to distract fire away from the first players defending. Ooh, immediate frag outside there from Coldy and Sotfik. Bit of flash support. I still feel like it's hard to understand how blind someone has been when you see the flash assist.
Yeah.
I wonder if that needs some tweaking or not. Yeah,
I think it's not perfect. I've seen we have seen flashes go behind people and they still get an assist. Yeah. So it is defrauding the audience at the moment.
Giving up ramp position on paiN. And Team Spirit look quite menacing here. They're just going to go down. They don't care.
Yeah, I am starting to wonder if defending is going to be a problem for both of these teams, and just the T sides keeping it simple, using the trade fragging benefits of the numbers game. The party for the T side will be enough. We've got trades around that decon position. 3 versus 3. Okay, we've got players keeping around the smoke. The variance continues, and now Bigazira is He's in a 1 versus 2, spotting a play towards the ramp, but he can't quite get that last 1 HP of damage, and it will be the round for Team Spirit. But again, there's a lot of opportunity in these rounds. There's a lot of opportunity.
You didn't believe.
Yeah, you were right.
Now you believe. But let's see if that belief is stolen away once again.
How to defend Nuke.
Yeah, I mean, it's telling with the pistol round as well. You know, paiN set up to fight there. I think it's much more favorable for the CTs to just let the Ts have ramp often, and you just rotate down and position around it. But as long as you have heaven control, then that's fine to do that. Let the Ts have ramp. But we will see if paiN can get something done with the pistols. They were really good with the pistols on some of these maps we've seen so far in Inferno, Mirage, and so on and so forth. Many Deagle headshots have been found. T-Spirit taking it real slow.
Yeah, don't take it too slow though, please, because clearly this is not a map that either team's prepared for. So this is where you start to wonder about the unforced errors. There are no smokes or anything like that for paiN to slow Team Spirit down too much. So with a minute on the clock, I'm not concerned just yet. Ramp to B might be the solution. You see Coley willing to take a bullet if necessary, jumping out first. And down they go, no one around the back of the ramp, and again, a numbers game is just overwhelming, and they will move into B with good timing, Team Spirit.
Oh, so many opportunities there for PKL, just slightly off in the timing. Mac 10 jumps across. Ooh, yeah, Eagle coming into play, but Coley shuts it down. You can see a pattern here from Team Spirit. When they take ramp, they're often just hammering down lower. It seems like almost every single time they get ramp, instead of just holding the position, working outside, making things a bit of guesswork. Because what you will often do is you want to move the CTs around and make their defense weak, right? That's kind of the point of playing the T side on any map. And so what you'll see a lot of teams do is they'll, in a default type scenario, they'll try to win ramp, and they'll try to win outside as well, and maybe win secret. And then once you've done that, you've really created an argument where CTs will be pulled down to the lower bomb site, and then you can swing back up with superior rotations as the T side to the upper bomb site. Then you have advantage attacking there because CTs are out of position. Either way, lesson of rotations aside, Landon will hit a shot out as they go outside. Idis Balance going down. And once again, Team Spirit attacking that lower bomb site.
PKL on the rafters. A door has been opened, but he doesn't know about control, so he's really concerned. He's got to pick the right peak at the right time. Stuck in a choke point, that's the bomb on the radar, and now the rotation will continue. Tatizin waiting for his teammates to join. There's a lot of CTs on the high ground, but Team Spirit are slowing things down. Sophics on the flank, he's just moving into secrets at the moment, but all the CTs are coming from the ramp position, so he's got to get into situ quickly, although he may focus on the vent for a while.
Young finds the first one, few shots, not connecting as he wants. He's a clean kill, but they've got CTs pushing up. That first one took too long. Now down to Sophic, finds one more. There's still time here. There's still time for the CTs. The defuse is covered. Sophic has to push forwards, but he can't. And Big Zero will get the defuse. paiN take their first round on the CT side. And will that be the first of many? Or will the success continue for Team Spirits?
Rush A. I'm calling it.
Rush A.
It wouldn't be a bad spot because paiN. Oh, actually, no. Maybe it will be a bad spot.
Well, Idis Balance has an AWP, so that makes me think they won't.
Yeah.
But maybe, I mean, they could always do a main split upper, like a delayed upper rush, main split, something like that. We haven't actually seen a main split yet, I don't think.
Only 3 CTs have Molotovs. 2 players have got 0 grenades, but I'm sure those mollies are in the A bomb site. So it would not have been the right play. Ooh, Chopper, he's done so much damage already. Tatizin like this ain't fair.
I think he hit like every bullet on the first little spray. All 3 bullets.
Sotfix making his way towards his secret position, getting grenaded, waiting for the spray. Ooh, a lot of harassment there. So Team Spirit trying to suggest essentially a fake towards B, and they've got players down in the vent, but it seems it will be a delayed burst into A after all. Fast in on the A bomb site. No one seems to be around for help. 2 players I believe towards the ramp, and Sophics keeping an eye on the main position from Secret. They start to stream out, almost a two-man spray down. There are 2 players on the site actually, and now a CT coming out of the vents as well. So the trades will continue, however. bigazero gets one for free. Smoke up on main. Now we're into a 2 versus 2. Plenty of time on the clock for Team Spirit. One CT reveals his position by a squeaky door. That's bigazero lost, but where is Tatterson? He has been engaging, he's repositioning, moving towards main. 1 versus 2.
This is a problem, James, for paiN to lose this, because okay, we're in the new economy system, but I think that they're going to get only, I think because they'll lose 2 rounds of lost bonus. I think that brings them to $1,900, I think, if I've done the math correctly. So this is a rough reset. This is actually a really, really beneficial for Team Spirit. Even if this all gets saved, which it looks like it will be, I think this is really desperately problematic for paiN.
I think they're on, yeah, I don't know, 24 or 19.
I think because you lose, when you get reset, it drops you down 2, and they lost 4.
2,900.
Or they won 1, so it should be 1,900.
2,900. Because they were on max loss bonus, so they go from 34 to 24. But he got 29. I don't know. It's complicated. You would think 24, but Landon had nothing, and he got 29.
The weird thing is because of the $1,900, you immediately, because you skip one if you lose the piss around. Anyway. Yeah,
just never mind. Whatever. They got 29, and we'll move on.
Moving swiftly on. So the 4-buy comes in, and doesn't look too horrendous. Just lack of utility for the CT side, but a slower approach here from Team Spirit. They do look a bit more, I feel like they look a bit more organized in some respects, a bit more confident in their nuke play. I think paiN finding those upper rushes, that really was the problem. Team Spirit look like they have a pretty confident T side as far as map control is concerned. Landing with that AWP, he's going to hit the shot. The YP comes in, he misses the shots, and he's got to get the hell out of there because the Ts are approaching swiftly. He'll fire off another warning shot before falling back down the ramp.
I'm surprised he completely ran away with his teammate there, although if they did burst, he would be in a super awkward spot, so he takes the safer route. If his teammate dies, or they manage to get numbers past him, he's got a long way to run. He doesn't want to be up close around the bottom of the ramp, even with the AWP, so fair enough. Made the right play. Smokes down in that ramp area, and Team Spirit are headed elsewhere. That's the bomb spotted on the radar. They need to buy time for the rotation. bigazero, you can see he's not fighting to the death there until he absolutely has to, trying to buy time for the rotation. Doesn't quite work out though, 3 versus 3 as the bomb gets planted.
Bomb has been planted.
3 versus 3 indeed. It's very difficult to retake upper without the utility. A heaven position, you can't just peek, you need distraction to give yourself a peek because it's so exposed. Oh, Disbalance does connect that one. Flashbang out, looking back upper, looking for that player who needs to push the heaven position. It's Patterson, and he's gone. That's the play. I don't know there's much opportunity now. Indeed, Somebody Young just annihilates everybody else. 11-11, and can see that paiN will still be able to get some cash going their way due to the loss bonus. But they're really struggling here. And the thing is that I feel like Team Spirit are offering a consistency to their T side as well. You know, we're getting map control plays, we're getting fakes, we're getting an approach which suggests so much obscurity to paiN, it's hard for them to know where to put their players.
Still not favouring the fast plays in towards A. Maybe they don't have a strat prepared for it. Maybe they just want to take it slow and steady, which is also fine. Looking at the stats for this half, it is just that one CT round 1 for paiN, so Team Spirit are comfortable in what they're doing. Maybe the worst is over for Team Spirit. Well, I think it definitely is at this point. I think it's fair to say the way things have been going.
Yeah. It's a T-sided nuke, James.
Their ship is sinking slower than paiN's ship on nuke. I think that's the story of it so far, because there are holes in the defense stand on both sides. He will survive the longest. To say I told you so.
Took a scout to the knee. It gets.
I guess he'd take a bullet to the knee rather than the actual gun.
No.
That would be quite the impalement then.
paiN. Oh my god! That is devastating. paiN could be in for this. Picks up a quick AK, and does he have any idea? If he's blocking the door, that might be quite amusing.
Oh my days!
Does Chopper realize the 1v1? They both know. Oh, he whiffed the first couple of bullets. It could have been so much, but instead it is very little indeed.
What a situation. That's crazy. Oh, I don't even know what you can say about that. Chopper found it amusing. Definitely didn't want to mess that one up after Inferno. High variance situation solved by Chopper. Team Spirit now in the lead. paiN Gaming have got a good buy. They've got landed on the AWP, the triple AUGs, and the M4 on PKL. Similar to their buys on previous maps. This is pretty much their standard full buy. Let's see what they can do with it. Smokes outside very quickly indeed, but not the kind of smokes that Team Spirit would like to throw. They're kind of stuck behind them at present. Not sure if paiN are behind T-Red or anything like that. And Coldie will have to offer some support, and this will cost Team Spirit more utility than they may have wanted to use in this position. Oh, Landon is waiting to receive Sotfik, who likes to stand above the stairs for a while, so we'll see how that one develops as the round continues, but there is a focus towards ramp for Team Spirit as well.
Dropping down as the pressure comes in. Adjusting the rotations. And this is what I'm talking about. Team Spirit pretty good at just, okay, we're taking ramp, all right, let's fall back. We've got a guy outside, Sotfik, who is, I think he's in secret. Yeah, I believe so, or garage. I think he must be in secret. And so with this, there's a lot of problems for paiN. They don't have much utility either. And back into ramp, Team Spirit go. Now, do they decide to go through towards the heaven position? It is possible and okay to try to trade fast in there. It's pretty difficult to do, but they offer to go into the lower position. Ooh, Sotfik, can he chase him down? Looking to go for the chase on the secret position, can't find it. Meanwhile, Tatterson trying to defend the lower bomb site. He's doing an excellent job. Can he get another one? Pulling out the USP. That was way too awkward. Now the teaser down to just 2 players and 10 seconds to plant.
Yeah, I think they've played it too slow. 10 players alive with 23 seconds on the clock is just too many. You've got to make more advances than that. I don't know if I've seen a round of Nuke where 10 players are alive with 23 seconds on the clock. It's not like a Dust 2 where you've been outmaneuvered and you just save on the other side. Really weird stuff. Not even a bomb plant either. And paiN tie the score. Team Spirit will be clearing out their economy now for this particular round. And this is we're getting late into the game in the third map, and this is not where you want to be making these mistakes. This is not where you want to lose all your money. If you're Team Spirit, you've got to feel like you're in a strong position now, but it just got a little bit weaker. For sure. The usual Molotovs to deter any fast plays into the A site from paiN Gaming. And they've got those nuisance smoke grenades outside as well, which will contain Chopper and Sotfik for the time being. paiN not choosing to get aggressive around them. And more smokes being deployed by Team Spirit to keep paiN entertained outside, while Spirit focus on the inside.
They're all rallying up behind the squeaky door. paiN's got a really, really strong angle. Will there be flashbangs? He's going to fall back. And this is not looking too bad here for Team Spirit. If they can deal with paiN on the bomb side, they should be fine. PKL, well, he's a problem, swinging in there with a double. And Something Young will be able to deal with him finally. Do they go down the vent? There's options here. They don't have to commit. They've got a minute to play with. It's a 3 versus 3. And they're waiting for more peeks from the CTs. But the longer they wait, the better it gets for the CTs as they reposition. And Landon's pushing outside, actually, meanwhile.
Yeah, he's walking towards that lobby position, but he needs to keep going. Team Spirit are waiting too long. 3 versus 3. A brave CT could really crush. Oh, he's flanking with an AWP, no less. That's going to be very interesting. The action starting on the A bomb side. There are the trades. Where do they try to plant the bomb? Landon's about to make his way towards lobby. Tatterson forced away on the other side. So maybe they go for a heaven plant now, and that could be the saving grace for Team Spirit. Bombs planted. Landon coming from the squeaky position. It's been blown open, which is to his advantage. Nobody by the T vent, so he's just holding an angle now. But where does Tatterson make his play from?
Yeah, it's hard for them to support each other, actually. Flashbang goes in. There is some support. There's the peak. Well, the thing was blind, but it still makes it work. Idis balance. He's not had a great game here so far on Nuke, but this could be the impact. Oh, he goes out with a P250. He was convinced that perhaps the defuse was coming in now. More time wasted. AWP out. Can he get the shotgun blow straight to the chest? No! Tennyson picks it up, and he's got enough time for the defuse. paiN pick up another round.
Very interesting. So, paiN moves to 13 rounds to the 12 of Team Spirit. Team Spirit looking so solid with just the round one, but look at the money for Spirit. Just imagine even if they hadn't planted the bomb, Chopper would have $2,200. Oh, this is just so back and forth. This is really getting into crazy territory now. If I have a look at the scoreboard on my second screen, let's see. From the first 8 rounds, paiN won 1. They've won 2 rounds in a row. Late in the game, they've broken the money of Team Spirit. So much opportunity. It seems that Spirit are going to have to do this the hard way. But they're really investing in this one. Not a full force buy, but they'll spend what they can. 4 smoke grenades, so they'll probably throw some outside. Maybe go down B and play the close quarters, or try and burst through the ramp. Either is possible. I don't know what else they could really do in this situation. Where do you see this one going down? Not this round, but this game.
No, it's really too hard to predict. Every time I think the one team is starting to take advantage, just there's a round where it all changes. No idle zone. You can't idle there. No idling. And idle, they won't. The devil makes work for idle hands, James.
Okay.
Ever heard that one?
Yep.
Great. So moving forward, away from that completely irrelevant statement, we'll have an outside rush coming in from Team Spirit. And they only have the pistols, of course, so looking to get the bomb down lower. We'll see if they can do that. They'd have a smoke grenade. So probably throw a smoke, put a plant in the smoke. Pretty simple stuff. This should be no issue. A non-issue should be without issue to defend this.
Minimal concern.
No concern required.
Good fundamentals, though, from Team Spirit. We've got pistols. Let's play close quarters, get to B quickly. But now they hesitate. Looking for an opportunity. Chopper almost found one. Not quite hitting the mark there. He's got a transfer attempt from PKL. Has he done enough? Peppering from Tatterson. He finds himself some beef. 4 versus 2. Team Spirit don't look likely to get the bomb planted. Although now what? Oh my days.
You what, mate?
What is going on now? They don't focus on the bomb, they focus on the positions, they focus on the frags, and this has just got so bizarre. Oh, that's a beautiful peek, and there is a trade. Big Zero has the information, Sotfik doesn't. He's going for the AWP, but he has no idea where the last player is. No Kevlar, doesn't want to take the duel, which is why he picks up the sniper rifle, but it's complete guesswork as to where Big Zero is, and where is he? He's outside the vents, looking at the double doors. Just backing off now, trying to play it safe. This is such a big opportunity for paiN, but again, these guys, just Nuke isn't their map for both of these teams. I don't think Big Zero got that sound cue, but again, he's just waiting. 13 seconds, Sotfik's got to plant the bomb.
Whoa.
He's got it. Oh my god.
He didn't have time to even go up.
I
don't know what happened there. That was really weird. He didn't have time to go up. That's so weird. Wow. I think he got caught as well because Zero is just like, well, he hasn't planted by now, so he must be about to plant on the upper bomb site. So he was ready to rotate. I think that's what happens.
That was such an opportunity for Team Spirit.
Oh, man.
But they're still in it. They're on their bye. That was the eco round, but paiN have got to breathe a sigh of relief. That was not a round they could afford to lose. And speaking of afford for anything, look how much damage that did. If Team Spirit can win this round, if they can win by elimination, they could win the entire series based off of this.
Well, that's a good start. Idis Balance takes down one with the AWP pick from the door. And we get the CTs going for the aggression, really trying to shut it down. Deep smoke. I don't know. Is that too deep? Okay, well, it looks like it will work. Fastin was just in there with the MP9. Politely closing the door, though. No doors will be left open.
Not risking anything, a creep through the smoke. That round was, well, it could be so pivotal for Team Spirit. Only one CT left alive. And now Team Spirit is at nerves. Sundown just poking into the A-bomb site with no execute, nothing, no grenades used. Are they falling to pieces, Team Spirit? At the bar, are they slumped in their chair? Are they sliding to the floor, Dan? Are they going to be thrown out by security? Oh,
the bomb has been lost one by one. They march to their doom.
What's happened? Why like this?
And one by one, they fall again and again until Idis Balance is left to save. Oh dear. They got the opening pick and then it just all went wrong. Sumdai Young tried to get himself a pick after that, but it's yeah, it just didn't work out. That's the problem. You have a 5 versus 4, really advantageous on the T side. You can start playing map control. You can start using those numbers to start trading into sites. CTs have to take risks, or they have to just play without information.
Oh my
But instead,
God.
what happens is Sumdai Young goes for a pick, and then what we saw is that pick failed. Then it's a 4 versus 4. So then you absolutely have to use the numbers to go somewhere. But then they try to get another pick, James, and then that failed, and now it's like a 4 versus 3, and then they go like, oh my God, well, we have too little players to do anything now. Let's try it again.
I wonder how much utility, unused utility, they lost in that round. It's
rough.
so weird. If you look at the successes they had just using and abusing the numbers round after round after round after round to essentially throw around this late in the game and give paiN match point by just walking one by one into A.
It's a rough one.
I don't understand. With so much opportunity, after almost winning in an eco round, leaving paiN with one player, you win that round, Team Spirit. paiN have nothing. And instead they just walk into A one by one.
Yeah, that's really hard to witness.
Don't know.
It's such a shame. It's one of those things where, you know, it comes down to communication and preparedness, because I think, you know, oftentimes you can set your team up with protocols in certain situations. If you get in that, like, what happens? What do you do if you get that opening pick? Actually, there's a point I can make after this.
Yeah, you make that point, Dan, because I don't know what the hell's going on anymore.
Which is actually quite cool. Either way, we'll see if they can somehow recover here. Idis Balance did save the AWP. He's been struggling on Nuke. It is a hard map to play the AWP if you're not super familiar. And not for Landon, though. He's got a good position. Take one, fall back, smoke up. Sumdai Young, though, will be able to take down PKL, who was trying to intercept. But the bomb site's still under control, I think, from the CTs.
I told you, man, if you got those odds in at 4.68, you are laughing in this situation. But nothing is guaranteed in this particular series of Counter-Strike. That is for damn sure. 4v4, landing another shot. No pun intended. There's no kill, though. And that's important. Team Spirit stuck around the control position. And Landon, he's delivering when he really needs to. More impact frags from him. Oh, God, this is brutal. Death by paper cuts, it seems, for Team Spirit. They've got enough personnel alive to do something. But again, it's just the one-by-one peaks. And it's not working out for them. Disbalance. Can he get the shot in? Landon's able to shoot another one. Tag but no frag. 2 versus 2. This is so brutal. 35 seconds. paiN Gaming, the last 2 players are on A. They're rotating towards Secret. The bomb needs to get planted. Team Spirit are doing it now. Walking into the angle. Is there still life in Spirit?
Well, Idis Balance is repositioned. He's got his back. He's got no HP. And Fasten could pull a fast one there onto him. And can he find another one? The smoke goes down. He can threaten the defuse. Obviously, the problem is that it's kind of easy to line up to spray. But Soptic's going to walk forward. Oh, that was so close. And somehow, some way, Team Spirit still in this.
Oh my
Money
God.
broken for paiN. So I was going to... Do you want me to make that point, James?
Do what you yeah, go on, talk.
So there's exercises you can run with your team to kind of get everyone on the same page when you're in these situations where really fast decisions are made, where you kind of can reliably understand like what everyone's going to, like what the whole, like, because if something happens in the map, right, you don't want to have to explain and micromanage and all this kind of stuff to your entire team as to what everyone should do. You should just expect people to just know what to do sometimes. So I remember I was doing a podcast with Zeus, and he was talking about a drill that he got from Fallen back when he was coaching Luminosity way back when, where basically they'd sit down sometimes and Fallen would just be like, he would just throw situations at his teammates. You know, 3-3, this map, you know, you're on catwalk, blah, blah, blah. Just like set a situation, and then the people that he's asking that question have to quickly answer that question. And so the idea of the exercise, obviously, is to get everyone on the same page and how they think about the game. And I think we saw a breakdown of that in that particular round you were talking about.
What I think is pretty cool is that because these guys, this is like equally not their strongest map. It's actually quite interesting. It's very crazy to watch, but it's pretty engaging as well.
Yeah.
The fact that we're still in this situation, paiN, the next round may be their best chance to win here on Nuke. feel like the longer it goes on, the more likely Spirit should be to win the rounds, to win the match, rather.
It's so difficult to predict. That's absolutely the case. paiN, how many chances are they going to have here? So they'll have a bye in the following rounds. And that's going to be it. That's going to be round 30. That's just one more chance to prevent overtime. What a bizarre game here. The twists and turns.
This is madness.
What's that director's name again? M. Night Shyamalan?
Who's that?
Well, if you don't know the reference, is this known for his twists, James, in his movies? Known for the twists. At the end, there's always a twist. And here there is absolutely many twists and turns in this series. Team Spirit, paiN. This has been a very long series. We've already had overtimes. It's been very, very close the whole way, pretty much, except Mirage was a little bit one-sided. But other than that, super close, long series, all decided potentially by this one round. Everyone had Team Spirit to win this series, but paiN, they can do it, James. They can do it right here in this one round. The pressure is on. Smokes outside. Team Spirits look to take outside. Is there anyone there to stop them, though? Not really. Not behind the smokes, except Landon, who's actually waiting at the bottom of Secret.
The fact that this round exists is crazy right now, with paiN at match point and
Nice
Team Spirit
peek.
playing for overtime. Yeah, indeed. There is a smoke down. Will they burst through it? No, they'll show the presence and start to fall away. Got to be careful about the footsteps, though. Some grenades towards the main position as they move towards the garage. Nobody there. TKO in main. He's blind. He can just about see, and that was close, but no, he won't get the frag. Is this match point slipping away from paiN Gaming? Team Spirit 5 versus 4, but again, we don't have all the efficiency in the world in this game of Nuke, so despite the position, okay, they've got multiple people here into this choke point, but they are against an AUG, is fast and ready. He's got the telegraph position thanks to the grenades, but where's the response? Looks away, doesn't expect a second play despite the multiple grenades flying in. 3 versus 4 in favor of Team Spirit, and I think we're going to overtime. Or are we? What the hell's going on?
Tadison doing massive damage with Landon as well.
Oh my God!
I just balanced with the AK-47, nails him, and that's going to be the overtime secured. 4 HP. Can you believe your eyes?
Could it really go to a finer margin?
Absolutely.
This is absolutely insane. This is crazy. Team Spirit, if they manage to survive this best-of-3 series, they better join every religion in a 100-mile radius and just pray to all the gods, because I don't know what kind of juju they've done to stay in this game.
It is so ridiculous. Oh my days. That happened so quickly as well. Tadison just with a, what was it? I think it was actually 2 kills, but it looked like 3. I think I just balanced, picked up one of them. Down to 4 HP at the end. Can you believe this game? Getting that. I mean, he's getting the hot pack on the go. I guess, like, sometimes when you get nervous, you get cold and you get the cold sweats. So he's trying to warm up his hands.
God, this is wild, man. This is wild. Now, I don't know. I feel like when it goes to overtime, I feel like Team Spirit are going to take it now. That's how I feel. Man, the upset would have been interesting. It was almost rooting for paiN Gaming a little bit.
Absolutely.
This is a great experience for them as well, as an underdog.
Yeah.
To be fighting like this. But what a... It's actually... I think it's a great way to finish the series with a weak map for both sides, because it's just really interesting and you just have no idea what's going to happen.
Oh, for sure. And into the first overtime we go. And Team Spirit stay on that T side, of course. What is the play for them? They start things off slow, some outside control. I disbalances poking around with that AWP of his. Landon also playing Secret, as we've seen before. Will he find a timing or a flash from a teammate to assist and a peek? Okay, this is scary stuff now. Landon versus iDisbalance. Landon goes down. iDisbalance takes him out. Another secret's under control for the T side. Once again, paiN with a man disadvantage at the beginning of the rounds. I'm looking forward to seeing the upper rushes when paiN switch onto the T side. Surely they're going to make a return.
Well, with 16k in overtime, I mean, I think they had good reads in normal time, but that's not going to be the case in OT. Disbalance looking for more. He's back. He's back, and Team Spirit looking comfortable. Big0 not expecting more players to be there, looking for the trade kills. Showing presence. Where is Tattersyn? Can he capitalize on this? He's in the vent. The vent's not popped. That's awkward. Yeah,
that's really, really awkward. I mean, it's not even as though Big0 could really help him out by popping it himself. It's just too much to deal with.
Saving, or is he just rotating?
I mean, they have so much money. I don't really know what you want to save.
Yeah, they have to go for it, because otherwise they're just throwing around away.
Just give it a go. Yeah. I mean, obviously, like, even if it's a 1% chance here, because you can buy every round, it's not a big deal.
There are three everyone's got like $10,000 in it. Are they going for it?
We saw this happen, though, on Mirage, if you recall.
There's no, even if they looked like they were going for it, but they waited too long. They wouldn't have had time to even try and defuse the bomb.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like that round of Mirage where they there's a 3v3 and they just decided not to go for it. Even though they had all the information, they had all the rotations possible to them. They're just like, no, we're gonna chill.
I think in most cases, in most tournaments that you're going to play, the overtime's going to be 10k. So I feel like maybe it's just, you know, you're used to having to save in that situation and then realizing, oh god, yeah, we got 16k. Oh god, we waited too long. Oh god.
Oh my god.
We've given a round away. The percentages are small, but again, there's nothing to lose in that situation. So I am going to make the assumption that they're just used to the 10k and it's like they just autopilot, okay, we should save in this situation.
Yeah, I mean, as you said, like the pressure's on here for them. It's a pretty intense situation. You're over time for the series. On Nuke, so you're probably not very comfortable as well. But that's speaking of comfort, iDisbalance, he's doing a good job here. He got the opening pick in the previous round, and he continues to do so. He is stepping up for his team, giving them a solid position to work from.
Yeah, so it seems they are comfortable letting him loose, just picking players off one by one on the outside. If you know where iDisbalance is, avoid him. That's my recommendation. The outside is proven difficult. That is quite a pick. There he goes. Don't avoid him then. paiN really need this round. They're in a good position numbers-wise, but we've seen things change dramatically. SomDayoung, I don't know why he pulled his knife out there. I think maybe so he didn't know where he was in the smoke, I'm guessing. Didn't want his gun to show, just in case he was near an edge. And so he pulled his knife out just to hide it. That's what I'll assume. SoTFiq moving towards the garage. 38 seconds, and again, we've got a situation where Team Spirit need to start moving through the choke points. Flashes towards heaven. Does that give them an extra man? The bomb has been taken out of action in that main position, which will telegraph the intentions of Team Spirit. There is a frag, but there's still a man down. Molotov forcing SomDayoung forward, but they know that they can play the bomb now, the CT side. SomDayoung may have an angle on the hut position. SoTFiq needs to plant the bomb, but there's so little time on the clock. They could both go for the peak now, but they can't get the bomb planter. That's unbelievable from SomDayoung, and they may just get another round out of this. That's a nice clean shot from Landon. Oh. Okay then, back and forth we go. I don't know what to say, Dan. We're on a seesaw in the middle of space. There's no gravity. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, I didn't believe it. That looked like it was in the bag.
Do you know what I feel like I'm on right now? Have you seen a video, right, where someone's on a merry-go-round and there's some chav with a moped and he's got a back wheel and he's spinning it super fast and everyone's falling off and they're dizzy and they've got just mad injuries? That's what this game is right now.
Oh, that is a fantastic flick. And if we consider some of the shots missed from Landon in the first map, it was not looking good for him in the series. Like I think it's fair to say iDisbalance was massively outperforming him on the AWP. So awesome clutch from Landon in this high pressure scenario, stealing away that round, and we'll have to see how that actually turns out, how much it actually means as we move forward. Upper rush comes in. Team Spirit got the upper rushes as well. Absolute carnage on the upper bomb site. 2 versus 2 now, and the bomb is down in the upper bomb site, so Team Spirit are committed to go for it. Smokes down on main again. But the CTs, will they make a play? Oh my god, he's just going for it! Wide peaks galore for paiN. 17 to 16, but it could have been 18 to 15, James. It could have been, if not for landing. So we're gonna have to see if that really makes a big difference. Oh my god. I don't even know what's happening right now. This is crazy. This is crazy. I thought Team Spirit was supposed to win, James.
What a way to
and then paiN were going to win.
What a way to take a lead.
And then Team Spirit were going to win.
Just running through the main. Oh, that's beautiful, man. I love it. That's bravery. It has to work. It does work. Some die young. We're all going to die old once this series is finished. That's for sure. paiN with a 1-round lead. Now, I do wonder if they're going to go for a fast play into A. They've got the forward spawns in this particular round, but again, Team Spirit have got the money for the Molotovs, so they may be deterred, but we'll see. One player on the outside. They've got AWP, so they know this balance is back. The AWP, he's warming up when it really counts, just as Landon did. Don't forget Landon, after a dodgy Inferno, if I remember correctly, he got the winning frag on that map. Yeah. So just like there's so many storylines within the vacuum of this best-of-3 series. Performances versus, you know, whiffs versus impact frags. I just don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to know where to begin. So 4 versus 5 for paiN here. So they'll get these smokes across to cover the approach. But will they be able to do much on that lower bomb sites? Feels like they got to take some big risks here. They're kind of spread out, actually. If you consider that the bomb is moving to the lower bomb side, they seem really spread out, I would say. We're going to have to see if they can make this one work out for themselves.
Molly towards the ramp. Big Azira showing some presence. But what is the ultimate play? paiN don't want to overplay their hand here. Again, the longer this goes on, oh, we're in a situation at Team Spirit where the clock is running down, and again, I just don't think they're best equipped, either team really, to deal with this on Nuke, or are they? I'm happy to be proven wrong. They're starting to move into the A side. There's a Molotov round the back. 18 seconds. They've got high ground issue to deal with as well. That bomb's got to get planted. 14 seconds. Still a man on the site for the CT side. Some Die Young is still alive. Finally, he goes down, trying to plant it for main, but again, that's the problem. There's no time for error correction. They've won the round with that frag. He can't plant it. There's no time anyway. They've just waited too long. It's an unforced error.
Oh my god, there's a world where actually, if he instead just goes for elimination, Sotfik doesn't, like, he has a heads-up dueling against Sotfik, and if he wins it, they would have won that round. Oh my god, that was so close. Oh my god. Okay, so both Team Spirit and paiN on 17 rounds. 19 is the magic number. So with 2 rounds remaining, that means one of these two teams needs to get 2 in a row, of course. So whoever picks this round up is in a position to maybe end this series.
You can't run a clock down when you're 33% on Nuke, in my opinion. Chopper. Oh, awkward timing, but he's still alive. Manages to escape Sotfik with a headshots in the meantime. Team Spirit looking to take the next match point. Just the one frag at the moment, though. Some issues with that smoke grenade. Landon will entertain it for a while. Spots a play going up the ladder. Doesn't take the shot. There's another one. Legs him. So, 2 players in the heaven position. Where are the other 3?
It definitely encourages you to go for that lower side. The rotations are a bit of a struggle. But if the positions are strong here, and it's pretty damn strong from Chopper, then there's not too much that can be done. So Team Spirit looking real good here. I think, well, I wanted to say, James, that I think that Team Spirit should be able to edge this one. Obviously, they're going to have the match point to play with, but this round opened so well for them. Landon with the impossible to do, and not much time to do it. And there it is, taken down. So,
match point.
I think we might be at the end, James. paiN, they got to find, what do you choose? You're in this situation, right? You're paiN Gaming, and you have to pick a round. You got to pick a round and approach. Do you go fast? Do you go slow?
I feel like I hope they don't go for an A main play. I mean, A rush, purely because, again, they had good judgment when Team Spirit didn't have Molotovs in normal time, but I feel like, you know, people are getting tired, they're getting fatigued, and someone's going to be like, let's do it again. Okay, we have a variation. This is even better. They do go for it, but it's different. We've got players making it into the vent position, a variation from paiN. They've got the executes, but what can they do with this map control? Are Team Spirit aware of this situation?
Okay, so Taliesin is in control at 130. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, they've blown off Squeaky Door, so they can't go for the Astralis stereo door opening where you don't realize that somebody's downstairs opening a door. So what exactly can he do? You could have the whole team just spraying and shoot the glass at the same time and hope, but can they rely on hope when they're against match point?
And Taliesin's sort of just isolated on the lower bomb side.
They did it!
Nice.
The spray and the shoot of the glass.
Well, Taliesin is moving his way up for the flank, and they have to buy time for Taliesin. They have to buy time for him. Are they going to try to pinch that? Oh, there it is. They had no idea that he was there. And it looks like there's a significant advantage, but the time is running low. 50 seconds to go as Team Spirit are now rushing to defend this lower site. Coley will open the door. Maybe he can sneak through this smoke, but is there a gap between the smoke and the silo? Most likely there is. And so he can't really dive out there. Another smoke comes in. Oh my god, this is looking really good for paiN. I think we're going to another overtime here.
Bring
3
it!
versus 5.
I want more.
This balance. Can't hit the shot. That's got to be it. Oh, absolutely denied.
Now we need a ninja defuse. Now we need paiN to leave the site.
Oh my god.
And Team Spirit win by a ninja defuse.
That would be the most frustrating thing ever if I would see that. But there it is. 18-18.
Here we are again.
Another overtime. This is not decided just yet.
Beautiful. The presence of mind to do the Bardolph play. Spray so your teammate can break the glass and it can't be heard. Then go and flank the player on ramp. Marvelous stuff. Took them a while to figure it out, but they got there. Awesome. Awesome. Bring me more Counter-Strike.
Bring it to me. It's how you sustain yourself. Because it's definitely not sleep. That is definitely not how you sustain yourself.
Yeah, man.
I think you definitely spend more time on Counter-Strike than you do sleeping in your entire lifetime. That's like what you're going for, right?
Absolutely. When it comes to being awake, I'm faced at level 10. All right, then. Here we go again. That was awesome from paiN. We saw a similar play from Team Spirit, I believe. I don't remember who it was who didn't make it down the vent. If they don't make it down the vent there, I think they lose the match.
Oh, yeah. Agreed.
But I guess from the flashbangs, Team Spirit didn't even know that somebody made it down the vent at all. Got HGs on top of the Molotovs now, just in case. I don't know if Coley meant to throw his smoke there. What is he doing? Why does he keep switching? All right, we've got a player in secret already. That is perfect timing for Coley.
Oh, wow.
Really important frag for him. What do you do now, paiN Gaming?
That timing was literally perfect. Not a millisecond too quick or too slow, it seems. There's a lot of damage that's been done to paiN players as well. There's only 4 left, but effectively just 3 players worth of HP, but might not matter. Nice headshot coming in from Fastin. A minute to go. They don't really have any map control. That's kind of the next problem. So they are moving outside to remedy that, and they might go for an upper split here. Main and lobby and Squeaky. SDY is there. That's a beautiful play.
It's a strong spot for a CT side. Once either of these T teams have lost the first player and they don't really have any significant position, it was a key frag in that secret area. I feel like they kind of lost. So if this happens to Spirit, I expect a similar thing on the other half. But it's Spirit who get the advantage first. Land in. Again, I would say trying to do damage, but damage is essentially irrelevant with 16k. You either win the round or you don't.
Absolutely. Team Spirit take the lead in overtime 2. paiN were victorious in the overtime battles in Inferno, and Team Spirit looking to get revenge. It's really difficult to. It's like one of the most difficult maps, or rather, I should say, difficult series to call ever. It's just so hard to know what is going to happen round to round.
Yeah, there's little opportunity to kind of build expectation or really have an estimate of something but it's one of the more unique scenarios I think we commentated in recent memory where both teams are 33% on the final map. It's absolutely bananas. This balance though has been a consistent for Team Spirit in that ramp position. He is a battle sniper. He's tried and tested. He has proven he will hold his position for now, but as time continues to tick, he's got to be careful about the blind spot towards the right-hand side. paiN changing things up and going towards his heaven position, but now what do they do? They've given some audio cues away. We've got CTs in CT spawn, and there's a player on the high ground as well. Does he dare peek from up top? This is where are they going? Are they going into main now? This is insane.
This is really weird, yeah.
They can't be entertained by this guy. He can't just leave them stuck there.
He's so far away, just doesn't have to peek. Oh my, oh my, oh my. He's playing it really well, actually, not going too committed here, because obviously, like, they're trying to catch him. But as you say, James, you just have to push forwards. He's wasting too much of their time.
This is like schoolboy football. They're all chasing the ball.
Yeah, he's wasting so much time. Look how much time he's wasting.
Why are they going Molotovs here? There's 30 seconds. There's 3 of you facing. He's got 3 or 4 guys on the radar. He's sitting in CT spawn. He's trying to buy.
Oh my god, he still gets a kill as well. He wasted like 40 seconds of their time and utility, and in all of that time where he sees so many players, the rest of his team could just reposition around the attack. It's like, oh no. Oh no.
They've run out of steam.
That's just one of those spots as well where, like, he's so far away. If he plays, you kind of have to assume there that he's going to play it correctly. Okay, you can maybe hang out for like 5-10 seconds, see if he's going to make a mistake. But if he hasn't made a mistake after 5 or 10 seconds, he probably isn't going to make a mistake.
You've got to move on.
And you have to just go on, yeah.
So the Tesla battery has melted. Somebody tweet Lurpis. The horse has gone lame. There's diesel and petrol engine. paiN Gaming have come to an absolute halt, in my opinion. Or have they? Charging into the A site. The trade's 2 for each team. Make it 3 for the CTs. Okay, 2 versus 2. A minute 38 on the clock. Everything's fine.
What the hell just happened? Absolute crazy stuff there on the A-bomb site. Just trades for days. And Idis Balance in the back. It's going to take down Landon. Tadazin for the clutch now. He has to prevent 3-0 in overtime too. And he's going to go up as opposed to low. Let's see if that will catch the CTs off guard. Idis Balance actually looking for the outside play, but he's gone past the angle. Is he going to lobby? Wow, he's going all the way around, James.
Do it. I want him to win the round.
He's going all the way around the world.
The thing is, there's what? 1, 2, 3.5 places that he could enter the A-bomb site from. If he finds the back of somebody, maybe he gets 2. What kind of angle are these CTs holding? He's still got plenty of time. Oh, it's the first one! No, no, he's nosed up the spray that. He's messed it up. 3 match points on the stronger side in this vacuum.
Yeah, yeah. Team Spirit, it feels like they've been edging closer and closer just the longer this has been going on.
paiN are orbiting a black hole. They're in a helicopter that's running out of gas. They're in a rocket that's out of control, Dan. They're going for the land speed record and the nose is starting to lift. Disaster is around the corner.
All right, time to reset mentally, and I mean, they've been in some hard positions on you. This is the worst now. You got to 3 rounds in a row.
Do you remember that story of a kid who was like in a runaway hot air balloon, but actually he was just hiding in his bedroom under the bed? They're actually in the hot air balloon, Dan. It's out of control.
I didn't know that story.
The wicker basket's on fire. It's all a complete mess. There's no parachute. It's absolute madness. The CT side, they need to defend 3 match points. The CT side has been the problem. Someone's eating the jigsaw pieces. The picture will never be complete.
This really is, with all that's happened in this series, this will be the point where everyone starts winning every single CT round, and then we get more overtimes. Do you know what? That's how it would go.
I don't even know if I will have any emotion left if that were to happen. Not because I want it to end, just because I don't see how that is scientifically possible. There's less than 1% chance of that happening. I think I just don't see. I mean, are they going to do something proactive? It's been a difficult CT side for both of these teams. but it seems that Team Spirit have solved it.
They're there
in the last half.
It feels. I do agree with you. It feels like they're there. It feels like they've done it. And this what a test of mental fortitude for paiN. Oh god, head spotted. There you go. Tattison playing conservatively, falling back and away. That's what you want to do. Give it to them. Let them have it.
And here we go. Let's not forget Team Spirit walking into A main one by one and losing opportunities in rounds that have come and gone. But now they're back to abusing the numbers. Tattison being very, very careful with the AUG, holding the left angle. They're going for the peaks there. So tight, but Disbalance is the man to do it. Of course he is.
Still not over though by any stretch. PKL take down Caldy. Trades coming in now as PKL burns. Bomb is down on the ground, so there's a lot of time here for the CTs to reposition around this. Fast in. He's got himself some assistance with landing. It's awkward, but the bomb still needs to go down. There's 30 seconds to plant this bomb. It could start to get a little bit weird here now because where are Team Spirit moving this bomb? It's a big pick. Again, bomb still needs to go down. Do they have any smokes? They don't have any smokes, James.
Oh my god.
Oh, in the open, if he jumps up on the control panel. Could have, oh, actually, of course, it was behind the silo. My mistake. Still, advantage CTs with all the nades, all the positions.
Oh, the door. He baited Disbalance to scope, and now they roughly know where he is. Roughly, I say. He's still alive, Disbalance. He's still so important. Match point for Team Spirit. The bomb is ticking. There are 2 defuse kits. Big Zero has been taken out. Now time to fast in. We have a winner, ladies and gentlemen. Team Spirit survive. I don't even know how many situations they survived to make it. I think paiN, I don't know if I can really say that one team or the other deserved the W, but paiN so close and yet so far really ran out of steam towards the end there, losing all of their T rounds, and there was no way back after that.
Oh my god. If you asked me later in the day to recall who won this match, I probably wouldn't be able to tell you because I felt like there were so many spots where both teams were in map winning positions, series winning positions. Ridiculous stuff there. What a story. What a test of mental fortitude for both teams. Team Spirit were the favorites.
I think what we can say is that Team Spirit, we can all agree, were supposed to win that series. They have won that series. I think they will agree that it was awful from their perspective, but it's over now. And if that's the worst they play this tournament, then the only way is up. I think James Banks is ready with the rest of the desk to break that very long match down.
It was a very long game there, James. Probably the longest best of 3 I have ever seen in Counter-Strike history, and we are still alive and awake somewhat. I've got Pimp and Vendetta with me, and we're sat in the back, right? We're watching the game unfold, and we're like, yeah, Spirit, you've definitely got this now, and then it slips away, and then it comes back, and then we finally got round to that ultimate decision, but it wasn't pretty once again. But I say, in my eyes, paiN come off as the winners overall because all the odds were stacked against you. You were not supposed to win this game.
I would agree.
And you did well.
I would agree to some extent. I think paiN can be proud of the result, but obviously losing the game, that's going to hurt for them, especially considering the chance they had here on Nuke, up 15-11, I believe, on the 12, Nuke. Yeah. 12, 15, 12, there you go. They should have won that, They should have closed it out by then. So they're going to feel disappointed they weren't able to convert off the fact that, as you said, Spirit, they did not play well. That was a horrible game by them. I think I put a lot of respect into the Spirit guys. I think that some of these guys are very great individual players, and I think they have a lot of potential. So I expect more from them, and that's why I'm a little bit disappointed. Yeah. They get the win here. That's good for them. They move on to 1-1, and they can reset for tomorrow. But overall, a little bit disappointed in the way they win. paiN Gaming, yes, playing a great game, but they shouldn't be able to push the Spirit this much.
Yeah, I think the one thing they can hang their hat on is the fact that, again, Sunday Young showing up as usual. You can count on that at this point. And as rough as it looked, after the first half, because Disbalance had a really rough start to things, which again can be difficult to play with an op on Nuke in general. But weirdly enough, once he got over to the T side, he was literally the reason for the comeback. I mean, I think he started off the second half being pretty significantly at the back in terms of fragging. I think it's him and landing at still in single digits. And I mean, at the very end of it, I think Disbalance ends up getting something closer to 35 frags. Obviously, there's OT involved in everything, but he quickly became the second best fragger on Spirit from that T side, and that's obviously like a massive reason why they're able to bring it back in the first place. So massive credit to those two guys for doing it. The rest of the Spirit players, I think they have to do some soul searching in terms of being able to find some impact. So I've seen a lot of guess, uncharacteristic whiffs from the side of players like Chopper. People you would expect more production from. He's had a really rough series overall, which definitely doesn't make the job of Spirit easier. But no, again, in this scenario, unlike what we saw in Inferno, I think we could give a lot more credit to paiN, though, and what we saw out of themselves. This wasn't as much the case of Spirit just letting it slip away time and time again. This was actually, for the longest part, paiN actually controlling the tempo of the game.
And they did it in a very convincing way, as we're looking at the highlights powered by CS Money, where you can trade all your unwanted skins. And to continue with the conversation, right, for Spirit going forward, for paiN as well. paiN is now in a 0-2 position, looking at a 0-3. They've really got to hope that they can bring this level, I guess, against another team that'll be in the similar situation as them, but they could easily face off against either like a North or a NIP as well.
Yeah, I mean, they could get really unlucky. They could, yeah, as you said, play the loser of NIP versus North, Big versus Na'Vi, or they can end up with Panda, for example, who've already gone down to Tyloo. And I think that would be a much more, obviously, overcomable obstacle for them than any of the.
That's what they're praying for right now, for sure.
Yeah, no, and I mean, again, like when you've been so close to a victory here, they definitely could have closed it out, given Spirit giving them a chance to win Inferno. They could have been the victory man for this one. It's gonna feel bad if they come out of this tournament without a W to their name.
It does, especially considering they had a big chance here against Spirit.
Yeah.
I think overall, paiN coming into this tournament, nobody really expected them to do this well, so to speak. Nobody expected them to win a game. To be fair, being 0-2, that's where you expect them to be. But I think they can be proud of the performance we saw here, especially on Nuke. They got a little bit lucky, let's be honest, winning Inferno. That was more down to Spirit, simply just throwing it away, playing some of the worst Counter-Strike I have ever seen these guys play. But on Nuke, as you said, I think paiN Gaming played well. I think they showcased that they have team play. They showcased they have a bit individual skill. Obviously not to the same extent as a guy like Sundar Young or Idis Balance for that matter, but they were able to match Spirit in a lot of the aspects of Counter-Strike, and I think they can be proud of that when they go home, and regardless of them winning a game or not, paiN Gaming showed up and they've actually given us a good fight, and they've made, a little bit of a history here playing such a long best of 3 against not a strong team.
4.5 hours.
4.5 hours, not a strong team, but a decent team, Spirit, who is a team that I expect still can tickle like some of the guys like North or Fnatic for that matter. I easily
not
think
be an easy opponent. Yeah.
No, exactly. I easily think that Spirit can take off a map or at least be an annoyance to those teams.
Well, hopefully we can find out. Maybe this was the longest best of 3 ever in the history of Counter-Strike. It definitely felt like it. But we've got an interview. Frankie's got one of the Team Spirit players down with her at the moment.
Doing an interview someday, Young. Hello, well done, congratulations. That might have been the longest best of 3 I've ever seen in my life. But what I want to ask you first is about the major, because after the major, you told HRTV you felt that you didn't play as a team. Since then, you've made a couple of roster changes. How do you feel the team is playing now?
I think it's more, it's better now, because we're all thinking in one way. So it's helping a lot, and after the change, we changed our roster. We have really experienced guy Chopper, who can call inside the game, mid calls, make some good plays, and our disbalance is great firepower, so we're pretty solid now, I guess.
And in terms of Inferno, very good at opening most of those rounds, not so good at closing them. Why was that?
I think they just play better, and we don't have that game. Because our round pool is not that big, we don't have a lot of time to prepare for this tournament, and it's the first one, so it is what it is.
Why not ban Nuke? Why ban Dust 2?
We were thinking they are not bad in Dust 2, and we're not really confident in it. So in our Nuke, we're pretty confident, and it's a simple logic like that.
And tell me what happened on Nuke today.
We play a lot of rounds and make not much mistakes. They have a really good CT strats and fast pushes with a lot of flashes, so we lost a bit on the beginning of it, and after we find the control, so we control them in the beginning of round, and after we just need to play the end, not one by one, and that's all.
As it was so close, why do you think you managed to win in the end?
I think we have more experience than them, and they have a pretty bright future, I hope.
That's very sweet of you. Well, thank you so much for talking to me, Sundar Young. Congratulations, and let's head back to the desk.
Yes, we just heard from Sundar Young as we come back into this, and he had an impressive performance overall, like we started to speak about. He's one of those players that was kind of touted to potentially be on one of these rosters, Navi, working his way up the CIS region. Individual skill is there, but the teamwork and team spirit certainly needs to improve if they want to progress any further within this tournament.
Definitely. They need to play better as a team. I think for the case of Sundar Young, what he really has been improving on lately, I feel, is his consistency. He used to be a player that is playing around in the FPL and always have a high level when he's playing, but the consistency that he's showing, you know, the fact that he's time and time again the best performing player for Team Spirit over and over again, that's very impressive to me, and it seems to me like he's maturing a lot right now. It seems to me that he's getting better and better game by game, and it's good for him, because I think that Spirit, if they want to stand any chance of beating any of the teams you see on your screen right here, he needs to be at his absolute best.
When you can see the teams on your screens at the moment, we're going to be covering Na'Vi taking on Big ever so shortly. That'll be coming right up. We've got North and Nip going on the B stream right now, and Nip down North on their map pick things off. So it'll be interesting to see if they can close that out nice and early. But at least from us on the desk, that is us done and dusted, at least for this segment, at least for now. We've had a good run. We've had a long run, as it be. But it is time for us to go to a break, and when we come back, guys, we'll be breaking down Na'Vi taking on Big. Don't go anywhere.